Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're delving into a story that is as captivating as it is terrifying. We're talking about Jon Krakauer's Into Thin Air, a harrowing first-hand account of the 1996 Mount Everest disaster. This isn't just a story about mountain climbing. It's a profound exploration of human ambition, the fragility of life, and the brutal, unforgiving nature of the world's highest peak. So let's set the scene. The year is 1996. The commercialization of Mount Everest is booming. Wealthy clients, with varying degrees of experience, are paying top dollar up to $65,000 for a chance to stand on top of the world. Jon Krakauer, a seasoned journalist and mountaineer himself, joins one of these expeditions, adventure consultants, led by the renowned New Zealand guide, Rob Hall. His assignment for Outside magazine was to report on this growing trend. Little did he know he was about to become part of one of the deadliest days in Everest's history. The climb begins with a sense of optimism. The teams are filled with diverse characters, each with their own powerful reason for being there. There's Doug Hansen, a mailman on his second attempt after falling just short the year before. There's Yasuko Namba, a Japanese businesswoman trying to become the oldest woman to complete the 7 summits. And there's Beck Weathers, a Texan pathologist who is utterly obsessed with climbing. Their dreams are palpable, and you can't help but root for them. But as they ascend, the mountain starts to reveal its true character. The death zone, the altitude above 8,000 meters where the human body can no longer acclimate, is not just a geographical location. It's a psychological one. Judgment becomes clouded. Physical abilities deteriorate rapidly, and small mistakes can have fatal consequences. The tension in Krakauer's account is masterfully built. He details the logistical challenges, the rivalries between different expedition teams, like the one led by Scott Fisher of Mountain Madness, and the questionable decisions made under extreme pressure. One of the critical issues was the sheer number of climbers on the mountain that day. This created bottlenecks at crucial points, like the famous Hillary Step, causing dangerous delays. The agreed-upon turnaround times the absolute latest climbers should head down, regardless of whether they've reached the summit, were ignored by many. Summit fever, that irrational desire to reach the peak at all costs, began to take hold. The summit push on May 10th starts under what seemed like perfect weather. Climbers begin reaching the top, including Krakauer himself. He describes a fleeting moment of triumph, quickly overshadowed by the dawning realization of how late it is and how little oxygen he has left. But as the afternoon wears on, the mountain unleashes its fury. A violent, unexpected storm engulfs the upper slopes, trapping more than a dozen climbers in a blizzard with whiteout conditions, hurricane-force winds, and sub-zero temperatures. What follows is a desperate struggle for survival. Guides and climbers, separated from their teams and disoriented, fight for their lives. Rob Hall, the leader of Krakauer's team, reaches the summit late with his client Doug Hansen. On the descent, Hansen collapses. Hall refuses to leave him, and in a series of heartbreaking radio transmissions, he speaks to his pregnant wife back in New Zealand, saying, "I love you, sleep well. My sweetheart, please don't worry too much." These are his final words. Scott Fisher, the charismatic leader of the rival expedition, also perishes on the mountain, exhausted and succumbing to the elements. Krakauer's own descent is a nightmarish blur. He makes it back to Camp 4, believing everyone else from his team is either already there or dead. But the horror isn't over. In a case of mistaken identity in the chaotic storm, he unknowingly walks right past a group of lost climbers, including Beck Weathers, who are huddled together, slowly freezing to death. This moment would haunt Krakow for years to come. Miraculously, some do survive against all odds. Beck-Weathers, left for dead twice, somehow wakes from a hypothermic coma and stumbles back into camp, his face and hands severely frostbitten. His survival is one of the most incredible stories to come out of the tragedy. Another guide. Anatoly Balkriv is initially criticized by Krakow for descending ahead of his clients, but he later mounts a series of heroic solo rescue missions, venturing back into the storm multiple times to save 3 climbers who would have otherwise died. This controversy over Balkriv's actions highlights the ambiguity and the difficult choices people face when every decision is a matter of life and death. In the end, 8 climbers lost their lives on May 10th and 11th. Into Thin Air is Krakauer's attempt to make sense of it all. It's a deeply personal and soul-searching book. He grapples with immense survivor's guilt, questioning his own actions and the actions of others. Did the commercialization of the mountain lead to this? Were inexperienced clients put in a situation they couldn't handle? Were the guides under pressure to get clients to the summit, pushing the safety limits too far? Krakauer doesn't offer easy answers, because there aren't any. Instead, he presents the events with brutal honesty, allowing the reader to see the complex web of factors that aligned to create the disaster. The book is a powerful reminder of the awesome power of nature and the hubris of humanity. It forces us to ask ourselves, what is the price of ambition? And when does the pursuit of a dream become a reckless gamble? Into Thin Air isn't just a mountaineering story. It's a timeless human tragedy that stays with you long after you've finished the last page. It is a testament to those who were lost and a cautionary tale for anyone who dares to challenge the giants of a world. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. It's a heavy topic, but an important story to tell. If you've read the book, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing for more content. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.